Hello friends, welcome to my channel Codingzilla. Friends, we are excited to have here today. In this video, we will discussing the PHP interview questions. We will covering topmost asking questions in top MNCs, and we will also answering some common questions related to this. So let's start. First question is PHP and how it is used in web development. PHP is a hypertext preprocessor, is a server-side scripting languages used for web development. It is used to create dynamic web pages, process forms, interact with databases and more. And next, what is the differences between procedure and object-oriented programming? PHP. Procedural programming uses functions to manipulate data, while OOPS uses object and classes to organize data and behavior. Procedural programming is less modular and harder to maintain than OOPS. And next question is, how does PHP handle errors and exceptions, and what debugging tool are used? PHP can handle errors with error reporting functions. These functions use function and exceptions with try catch block. Debugging tools including Xdebug, PHP debug bar, and PHP code sniffer. And next one is, what are the some common security vulnerabilities in PHP application, and how can they to avoid? Common vulnerabilities include SQL injection and cross scripting and cross site request forgery. To avoid these vulnerabilities, use prepared statement for database queries, sanitize input data, and use CSRF token. And next one is, how to connect a database using PHP, and that are some common database operations. Use the PDO extension to connect the database in PHP, and use SQL statement to perform common operation like select, insert, update and delete. And next one is, what is the difference between get and post method in PHP? When should each be used? So friends, get sends data in the URL, while post send data in the HTML request body. And get should be used to retrieve data, while post should be used for modifying data. And how do you handle file upload in PHP, and what security consideration are there? Use the $file. This is the super global variable to handle the upload in the PHP. Security consideration include checking files and type size and sanitize the file name. How do you implement session in PHP, and what are some best practices session management? Use the session start function to start session in PHP, and best practice include using secure session IDs, limiting session lifetime, and storing session when they are no longer needed. So what are the common design pattern used in PHP, and how to do they work? Common pattern including the singleton pattern, the factory pattern, and the observer pattern. These patterns provide reusable solution to common programming problems. And next one is, how do you work with JSON data in PHP, and what are some common uses in use cases? So use the JSON encode function and JSON code data as JSON, and the JSON decode function decode JSON data. Okay, and common use cases include exchanging data between a client side JavaScript and application and server side application. Okay, and next one is, how do you work with XML data in PHP, and what are some common use cases? So use the simple XML extension to work with XML data in PHP. Common use cases include passing RSS feed and reading the writing XML document and exchanging data with web services. And next one is, what is the difference between function and methods in PHP, and how do you define and call them? A function is a standalone block of code, while a method is a function that's part of class. To define the function, use the function keyword followed by the function name and parameters. To call function or method, use its name followed by its parameter parenthesis. And next one is, how do you implement authentication and authorization in the PHP application, and what are the some best practices? Authentication can be implemented with the login from the session. Authorization can be implemented with role and permission. Best practices include using password, hashing. Hello friends, welcome to my limiting. Thanks for you joining us today. Discussion on PHP interview question. We hope you found the informative and valuable. So thanks for joining us today for the discussion on PHP interview questions. We hope we found the informative and valuable. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. And if you want to this PDF, you can join Telegram group. Telegram group link are provided in the video description. Join Telegram group and download this PDF from there. And if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. That way you can stay up to date with our latest content. Once again, thanks for watching, and we look forward to see you in our next video. Thank you.